Watch this video if you're an introvert. There's three things I mainly want to talk about. The first thing is I want to talk about why being an introvert isn't actually a bad thing. The second thing is being an introvert isn't the problem, it's low confidence. And the third thing is going to be how people actually admire introverts. Let's go to the first point. Being an introvert isn't actually a bad thing. And let me tell you why. When we're like this naturally shy person, or we're just not that outgoing, or we're not the type of person that can walk into a room and just be loud and like charismatic and just talk to every single person. People kind of put the label on themselves like, oh, I'm just an introvert. I can't be like that person I want to be. I can't make new friends easily. I can't hold a conversation and make the other person engage naturally just because I'm just an introvert. That isn't the problem. Being an introvert has many fucking beautiful gifts that come with it. You're more creative. You're amazing at listening. You have amazing boundaries. It comes with amazing gifts. Yet people view it as a bad thing. And I want to dive into my second point, that it's not being an introvert that's the bad thing. It's just low confidence in general. You can be naturally really calm, relaxed, like being by yourself and isolated, and still be really confident. When you're an introvert, you don't have to act like an extroverted person. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to like pretend to be someone you're not. And before I even dive deep into what I think confidence is, let me tell you a quick story. When I was in middle school and high school, growing up, I really struggled like being confident. I really struggled holding conversations. I didn't make new friends easily. It felt like forced. Whenever I wanted to meet someone new or be a part of like a group, like a social group, it felt really forced to me to be a part of that because one, I tried to impress them, and two, I was pretending to be someone I wasn't. And when you're stuck in your own head doing that shit, it comes off as low confidence. You don't like express who you truly are. And at that time, I thought it was because I was just an introvert, but really I just struggled with low confidence. And it wasn't until I worked on these two things that really transformed me into who I am now. And again, I'm still an introvert. I'm not a fucking extroverted person. I'm leaning into who I am. But the confidence, it's two main things: your identity and fitness. Those two things are what transformed me to be who I am now. So let me dive deep into identity. When you carry yourself in a certain way, that's how people are going to perceive you. So if your body language is like this, if you're really closed off, if you're really fidgety, if you are like really taking like less space compared to other people, if you're really uncomfortable in a situation and like your energy matches that, that's low confidence, and people will like kind of treat you that way. So it wasn't until I worked on like my behaviors, like who I am as a person, the way you talk, your eye contact, your body language, the way you dress, the way you walk, everything that you can control within yourself is what I view as confidence. So if you have like a better body language, like you're more open, you're more slowed and relaxed, you don't really care about what others think, you're proud of actually who you are, and you even work on your eye contact. You don't struggle looking at people in the eyes. When you're talking to someone, you feel the tension, but it doesn't matter because you can still make eye contact and be relaxed. And your vocal tonality, you know how to talk to people and be engaged and keep them interested. When you work on those, like your sub-communications and your behaviors, that's what actually made me like a more confident person. And yet, you could have all of those qualities and still be an introvert. Extroverted people seem to have those qualities naturally. Fine. It seems like they do. So for us, for people like you and I, it may be more challenging to develop those qualities, but it's still attainable to do. Like I said, you don't have to go in and be super fucking loud. All you have to do is just level up who you actually are inside and lean into who you are. Because that is the most attractive and magnetic thing that someone can do, is actually leaning into their personality and not pretending to be someone they're not. And that took me a long fucking time to realize. And the second thing that leveled me up and just truly made me like more confident is fitness. When you actually work on your body and you like what you see in the mirror and that you have like muscle on you, that combined with leveling up like your behaviors and your identity is like fucking, it's magic. It's fucking, that is literally what helped me to be who I am now. Those are the only two things. I have tried everything in the book to become more confident. It's me leveling up my sub-communication skills and just overall me getting a body that I liked. So now, like, I don't really find it that difficult to make new friends. I don't find it difficult to talk to someone that most people view as intimidating. It's not, it's more just about you, like how you carry yourself. And that's the whole key with this. Having a better body helps you carry yourself better because you actually fucking like the way you look. If you like the way you look, it's easier to carry yourself in a more confident way. So it's not about being an introvert that's a bad thing. It's about just low confidence. And I don't see many people talk about this, like how to carry yourself better, how to talk better, how to look better, how to have better body language, how to just be more like, be a guy everyone wants to be around. That is what like makes me so, like, I love doing this shit. I love working on this. Even me today, even before I'm like working on this fucking video, I still work on these every single day. Today, I want to work on indifference, meaning like I want to care less about what other people think. I'm still working on this shit every day. So before this video, I'll even share it with you, I drew a fucking circle and I put everything I had in my mind, every thought I had in my mind within the past week into a circle. And basically I asked myself, out of all of these, what is within my control and what is without my control? And every thought that I had no control over, like what people think of me or what's gonna happen here, I crossed it out. And now I'm only focusing on shit that's within my control, like the outcomes that I can personally control. That is what like carefreeness is. It's basically another fucking sub-communication trait. Like not caring about external outcomes, but instead only focusing on your behaviors, the actions that you're taking. So even me, before I was working on this video, I'm still working on these every single day because I know how important it is to carry yourself in a certain way. So I know this point is so like dragged on, but that's truly what it is. If you carry yourself in a certain, like in a better way by upgrading your identity and you work on your fitness and get the muscles, like all over your body, and just overall you just like what you see in the mirror, that is what like makes confidence. That's my definition of confidence. The last point I want to talk about is how people actually admire introverts. Imagine like people like you and me. We like being isolated. We like being alone. We like doing shit by ourselves. But anytime we want to, we can pull out the qualities of extroverts. We can make new friends. We can talk to new people. We can go out and be social. You know how fucking admirable that is? People, when people see you doing that, that shit is like really, in my mind, if I ever saw like a guy that's like really social or a guy that's really shy and just naturally just really quiet, but anytime they want, they can pull that out and become like really outgoing or become really fucking like just social in a conversation, that shit is really admirable because it's harder for us to do that. Because we're naturally isolated, we can just pull that shit out while you're leaning into who you actually are, right? So that's the thing. People admire being introverts because it's more difficult for people like us to develop these qualities, but it's not impossible. I wish I could show you videos of how I was when I was younger. I was so shy. I was super closed off. I didn't look at people in the eyes. I was super like boring. But when you work on these every single day, like it's not a problem anymore. Like you can still enjoy being by yourself, but if you want to go out and like go to the bar with your friends, or you want to go out to like restaurants, or you're gonna meet new people, it's not that hard for you because you've worked on how to carry yourself in a powerful way. So that was the three main points I want to talk about, and this, just to drive this home. Like if you're an introvert, don't let that fucking label stop you from being the person you want to be. If you want to be more outgoing, if you want to be more social, you want to be more attractive, you want to be more interesting, work on your behaviors and work on your fitness. Mainly, I'm going to even say this, I honestly think maybe behaviors are even more important, like how you carry yourself. If you work on those every single day, you can easily have the qualities that extroverts have while being like a naturally calm, relaxed dude. So it's not a bad thing to be an introvert. It's low confidence that we need to work on. And those are the two main ways to fix it in my own experience, through fitness and through identity. I hope this video was valuable to you, and I'm gonna make more videos about like subcommunication. My whole channel is about fitness, but I felt like something was missing, and I truly think it was this piece, because it wasn't about like me helping people get like more muscle that I was really passionate about. Yeah, it's fun to do, but I felt like it was missing, a piece was missing, and it was this piece, the identity. What I truly want is to help men, just like naturally introverted men, to become more confident and lean into who they actually are. Because I don't see many fucking people talking about that, and I wish when I was younger, I found something like this, or I knew about this, because it really truly, it would have changed my life so much faster. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.